Will Micah's return make up for Dak's loss? The Dallas Cowboys are ready for rush hour. Not the traffic, not the 90s buddy cop movie, and no, not even the switch from injured starting quarterback Dak Prescott to veteran backup Cooper Rush. What they're eagerly awaiting on Sunday against the Philadelphia Eagles at AT&T Stadium is the return of a pass rush. Any semblance of a pass rush. Just how crippling have the injuries to Micah Parsons and DeMarcus Lawrence been? Consider this. Parsons missed the last 4 games and still leads the team with 21 quarterback pressures. Lawrence missed the last 4 games and still leads with 3 sacks. The Cowboys haven't had an interception since Amani Oruwariye sealed the win against the New York Giants 4 games ago. Carl Lawson showed flashes in last week's loss to the Atlanta Falcons, and DeMarvion Overshown at times resembles a Parsons starter kit. But mostly, Dallas defense stopped being an asset and deteriorated into a liability when Parsons and Lawrence exited the field on September 26. Parsons seems set to return on Sunday, and they'll desperately need him against a 6-2 Eagles team featuring Saquon Barkley's running, Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown's receiving, and quarterback Jalen Hurts' ball protection. Parsons has been sidelined with an ankle sprain. "My chances are high," Parsons said earlier this week. "But we're just trying to see how practice goes this week, see where the challenges lie, and what steps we need to take for how we want to play this game." With 3 consecutive losses, a 3-5 record, no wins in Arlington this season, and Prescott likely out until at least December, the national narrative is that the Cowboys season is done. But Parsons believes otherwise, beginning Sunday afternoon against his former NFC East rivals. Related, Cowboys reveal final injury update on Eagles with Micah as key. "It's hard being out because I feel like I can make an impact in these games," Parsons said about Dallas' back-to-back 6-point losses to the Falcons and San Francisco 49ers. "I've played against Kirk Cousins before, had a lot of success. 49ers, tough to watch. I think there are games we're losing by 6 points, and I definitely believe I can make a difference." 6-point game. You're telling me D-Law and I can't make the difference? An extra stop in one of those games? It's hard for me to believe we can't. So my goal is, if I'm ready this week, to go out there and prove it. Welcome to Rush Hour. Cowboys keep Dak Prescott off injured reserve, but there's a catch. The Dallas Cowboys won't be counting on quarterback Dak Prescott anytime soon, as he suffered a partial avulsion of his thigh tendon during his team's 27-21 loss to the Atlanta Falcons at Mercedes-Benz Stadium last Sunday. While there's speculation Prescott might miss 6 to 8 weeks as he recovers, the team has not officially placed him on injured reserve. If they make the change next week, however, Prescott wouldn't be eligible to return until the Cowboys' December 15th game against the Carolina Panthers on the road. Meanwhile, the Cowboys have elevated CB Josh Butler and WR Jalen Cropper to the active roster from the practice squad. The Cowboys are in action Sunday afternoon at AT&T Stadium against the visiting rival Philadelphia Eagles, with Cooper Rush set to start in place of Prescott. Jerry Jones urged to hire coach for perfect marriage. When things are broken, everyone tries to fix them, including those in New York. A story published Saturday in the New York Post suggests the only thing that will fix the Dallas Cowboys is Bill Belichick. Jones's Cowboys are at a serious crossroads. "They're a mess," writes columnist Mark Conizzaro. "They're on the brink of falling into the worst, most painful, and insulting scenario for Jones, the attention addict. Irrelevance." The Post, of course, isn't the first to float this hot take. Even Cowboys owner Jerry Jones fanned the flames last spring at the Senior Bowl when he openly dreamed of a Hall of Fame coaching future. Said Jones, "I could easily see us working together." That was 9 months and 5 losses ago. With Mike McCarthy's contract expiring at season's end and Dallas's season spiraling south, critics far and wide are already speculating on their 2025 outlook. At 72, Belichick is reportedly enjoying his first NFL-free season in 50 years. He's dating a 24-year-old former cheerleader, analyzing plays as an ESPN analyst, and basking in the legacy of his New England Patriots dynasty. Most league observers are convinced Belichick wants to return to coaching next season, especially to surpass Don Shula's record for most wins in NFL coaching history. The draw for Bill Belichick will start as soon as the season ends, the Post says. Dallas, With Prescott locked into a long-term contract and considerable talent, probably makes the most sense for the former Patriots head coach. Jones is also a big game hunter. And, as mentioned above, he's 82. Belichick is 72, and if he coaches again, he won't choose a team that isn't at least close to winning quickly. That makes Jones and Belichick a perfect marriage. Cowboys backup QB Cooper Rush will start in place of Dak Prescott. The Cowboys are turning to veteran Cooper Rush in place of Prescott, and the team has confidence in him, per ESPN. Red's a part of this team, said tight end Jake Ferguson. We talk a lot about Prescott, but people don't understand how hard Coop works. You see it day after day, and you know when he's thrown into the fire, he's red and he's fire. Ferguson added, if you see a quick red flash on Sunday, don't be afraid. It's just number 10. Rush acknowledged that he's grown more comfortable being vocal as his career has progressed. I think I had to learn to be more vocal, Rush said. But I'm more comfortable now and things like that. I've been around for a while, and it helps. The Cowboys and Eagles kick off at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Could Rush lead the Cowboys to a much-needed victory? Jerry Jones makes confusing comment on Cooper Rush replacing Dak Prescott. It's no surprise to say that the Dallas Cowboys, sitting at 3-5, are having a rough season. To summarize the situation for Dallas, they were beaten at home in Week 2 by the New Orleans Saints, a team that has since lost 7 straight games and fired their head coach. During this time, Cowboys owner Jerry Jones admitted that he likes to shake things up when the news cycle slows down in Dallas. Just last week, Jones said he hadn't anticipated the challenges we're having with this team, which was received poorly by their loyal fan base. This brings us to Jones's appearance on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas on Friday. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones stated on at 10:53 The Fan that he believes Dallas can run the same offense with backup QB Cooper Rush replacing Dak Prescott. I think we can execute anything that Dak executes. With him. Before diving into Jones's remarks, it might be wise for the notoriously chatty Cowboys owner to scale back his radio appearances. Speaking of the backup QB Cooper Rush, who will replace Dak Prescott while he recovers from a tendon injury, Jones boldly said, I think we can do anything that Dak does with him. Rush.
Take a moment to digest that.
With Prescott fresh off signing a 4-year extension in early September totaling $240 million, with a record $231 million guaranteed, including a hefty $80 million signing bonus, Jones actually said out loud for Cowboys fans to hear that their backup QB can do everything Prescott can. No changes to the game plan will be necessary when Rush takes the field in Week 10.